Personal story segment tonight. It seems like just yesterday, but it was 2004 when Comedy Central guy Jon Stewart last entered the no-spin zone. Well, this afternoon, Mr. Stewart somehow got lost in Midtown Manhattan and wound up here. You know what I've noticed when I do your program? I go over and the audience, they love President Obama, your audience, the guys who sit in the little bleachers.
That's right.
For them, it's like going to Lourdes. To go to your show because they know they're going to get...
Many have been healed.
Right.
Yes,
they know they're going to get Obama, and it's going to be... So it's perceived that you are a big fan of the president.
All right.
How's President Obama doing so far?
You know, I'm torn. For me, I feel like I can't tell if he's a Jedi master playing chess on a 3-level board way ahead of us, or if this is kicking his ass. So
you really don't know?
For one thing, those types of broad... analysis, you know, how's he doing? It doesn't lend itself to a very easy answer. I think there are certain areas that he seems to have made progress or stabilized certain areas. I'm appreciative of the fact that he has tried to re-engage the regulatory mechanism of the government.
Wow, the regulatory
mechanism.
That's way over my head.
The mechanism.
What is that?
And you're 6'5".
Yeah, and I have no idea what you just
said. That's like I was throwing to Marcus Colston. I mean, that was like jumping out there.
So what is
the idea that we would have people there checking if there was lead in our toys?
Okay, so protecting the folks using the federal government's power. He's made strides in doing that. You know, that's a pretty smart analysis. You know, a lot of people don't think you're smart.
Thank you very much. Wow.
Did your writers come up with that, or did you?
No, they're in my pocket.
All right, so you think that he's doing okay in some areas.
Certain jobs.
And not okay in others. Give me a not okay.
I think he has decided that Congress is an equal branch of government. Huge mistake. You can't just walk in there as the next guy and say, let's go back to
power sharing.
3 equal branches.
No good.
No.
Right.
You got to go in there, my friends. You want to pass a law I don't like? Signing statement. Here's how we're going to do healthcare. Boom, boom, boom. You don't like it? You get in line.
So he's been too much of a team player.
It allows too much room for different narratives to take hold. For instance, a narrative that might emanate from, you know,
the no-spin zone. From here.
From a news organization.
You know, that's actually another astute point, and you've shocked me twice now with the regulatory thing.
By the way, did you notice I used the word ilk?
I did, but I ignored it.
All right.
But anyway, so you say that President Obama, instead of driving home a few pieces of legislation so that everybody can understand what he's doing,
that's right. Using the bully pulpit
gathers too many people under the tent, and there's too much discussion, thereby leading to too much sniping, and you don't get anything done.
If you allow too much nitpicking on the edges of legislation, it will be necessarily turned into a type of lobbyist gruel.
Lobbyist gruel?
Lobbyist gruel. Right. That's the porridge that the lobbyists would eat.
Excellent.
Without making a strong case to the public, you have no leverage because the real power takes place.
Let me distill
you see what I'm doing
so
on the
either
table
I
here?
can understand
Can we get the table? Can we get the table, what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing here?
Yeah, I see it.
That's what's going on here.
Okay. It's very impressive.
Now I'm a spider.
You want some crayons? We can do that.
Okay.
What about these evil Republicans blocking everything he does? They don't, you know, those Republicans, they don't want anything.
Right.
They want nothing. Why do we put up with these people?
Well, I would think you put up with them because this allows you to consolidate your power.
My power, personally, you mean?
And the Fox organization, which is...
You think it's just Republicans?
Yeah, no, the shadow government. You know how all this works, right?
No, I really don't. But
let me get a chalkboard.
Don't get into Fox
News. Can I get a chalkboard?
Yeah, but do you believe that the Republicans are blocking this just because they want to embarrass Obama and get him out of there?
I don't know what their motivation is, but it seems pretty clear that they would prefer not to do anything unless it's the thing they would like to do.
But the president won't give the GOP anything. He's nothing in there.
I disagree with that.
What did they get? What did the president give them?
Well, when he had, I don't know if you saw, there was a press conference that he did with the Republicans.
Yes, I saw it.
And he was talking about tax credits.
Tax credits are business.
Then he was talking about tort reform, and he said, look, I would like to put tort reform on the table, but even the CBO says it's only about $5 billion a year, maybe not 2 percentage points off of what medical costs are, but I'm happy to talk about it.
Why?
So,
just put it in. Just as you said, he's talking about it too much. Just put it in.
He hasn't put anything in.
That's why the Republicans don't like it. They said, give us something.
That's not why the Republicans don't like it. He has given them many different angles. For instance, even in the stimulus plan, a full third of that was tax cuts, which you would think, it was like at the State of the Union when he said, and we cut taxes for 95% of middle-class Americans. And everybody clapped, and the Republicans just sat there like this. Tax cuts, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Washington Post, Howard Kurtz says that you're now being too tough. on Barack Obama. Stewart has clearly become an important cultural arbiter. All right? He's pulled off the trick of being taken seriously when he wants to be and taken frivolously when he wants to be. Now, the statement that you have become an important cultural arbiter.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack in that one as well.
That is frightening, though. Do you understand the implications of you being important in any context?
Well, I think my family loves me. I mean, if that's what you're suggesting.
I'm just stunned that this has found its way into print.
Listen, Mr. Rowe, I'm just happy to be in the major leagues here. Thanks for calling me up to the show. Listen, I don't take any of that stuff seriously.
When you deliver your stuff, are you cognizant of the fact that your audience are primarily stone slackers who love Obama? And when you criticize Obama, all right, you may be turning on them.
We don't think about who is receiving it. We think about how it feels to us.
All right, so
we
if
have
it's
an
funny
internal
to you,
barometer.
you're going to do it.
That's right.
Okay.
Or if it feels like a valid piece of absurdity to put out there, we vet things internally. I can't, whatever you say, someone's not going to like.
Okay. All right, coming next, Stewart has been kind of tough on Fox News, and we will confront him with that. And then Dennis Miller has been listening to the chat. He'll have some comments about the Stewart interview up ahead.